Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to check a very interesting problem based on pivot and unpivot. It is an advanced level scenario generally asked in data engineering or SQL interviews of Amazon and Microsoft. So basically pivot is an advanced functionality of SQL which can be used to convert your rows into columns. Pivot rotates a table valued expression by turning the unique values from one column in the expression into multiple columns of your output. You can see from the given data that we have multiple users available from 3 different countries, and we are asked to find 3 columns of my country names containing their respective users. So basically you can see that we have multiple users available with their respective countries. Now in our output we are expected to get our 3 columns which should be our country names, and we should be getting their respective users country wise. So basically in this type of scenarios where we are asked to convert our raw data values into columns, we take use of pivot. So let's get started and let's see how we can achieve our output in PySpark using pivot functionality of SQL. So very first I will use a row number aggregation function with my partition on country, so that I'll get a number on my every user country wise. And then my second step, I will do the pivot based on my country, and based on the row number I'll display the data. So let's check that. So first I'll specify my window function here. So I'll just use window spec and I'll do window dot partition by. I have to partition my data based on country. So I'll just do that, and in my order by I'll just use my username column. Now source df is my sample data frame. So I'll just, as I'm using row number, so it will create one new column. So I'll just mention here with column, and I'll give this column name as rn, and I'll use row number here, and in my over clause I'll mention my window specification. So this is how I have given a unique number to every user by their countries. So let's check as of now what is the data we are getting in our source df. So I'll just display it. Okay, so now you can see that, let me expand this. Okay, so now you can see that we got 3 different partition based on the country. So first one is America, second one is Asia, and third one is Europe. Now we got a unique number to my every user based on their countries. So 1 to 4 we got for America, as we have 4 users from America. Then for Asia we got 2, and for Europe we got 2. So this is how we created a row number on my user. Now based on this country, I'll use this country in my pivot, and based on these numbers I'll display my data. So let's check that. So from here I'll use my pivot things. So let me create a result df to store my final output, and what I'll do, I'll use my source df here, and I'll use groupBy rn. My new column was rn, and then I'll use my pivot here. So pivot will ask me the column on which I have to do the pivot. So I'll use my country column in my pivot, and then when you are using pivot you have to use aggregate functions. So here I'll just use my f dot first. So as you are already aware, first is the function of SQL which help us to get first value from every partition or a particular data set. So this will help me to get username of first value from every user based on their countries and partitions. So now let's check what is the result we are getting. So I'll just display it. Dot display. Okay. So let me comment this source df first and let's run it again. Okay, so now you can see that I got 3 columns named with my country. So first one is America, second is our Asia, and third one is Europe. Now coming to users, so you will see that we have 4 users available in my America column: David, Hannah, Jake and Leo. In Asia I was having 2 users, so Arun and Exai I got here, and in my Europe I have Pascal and Smith. And so we don't have more than 2 users available in my Asia and Europe, so we got null there. So as you can see that this is how we can convert our row to columns, and you can easily solve this question or this type of scenarios using your pivot functionalities. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you easily understood pivot. If you are finding any difficulties while solving this question, you can ask me in comment section. I'll try to explain all the required things there. Thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe the channel as I am coming with more data engineering interviews questions. Please like the video and you can share it with the connections, those who are preparing for data engineering interviews or those who are sharpening their data engineering skills. Thank you.